Jim, let's get back to the preview of SummerSlam. We have night 2, August 3rd, coming up. The big Sunday night SummerSlam. Here is the lineup. In a 6-pack tables, ladders, and chairs match.
Oh, Christ on a cracker.
For the WWE Tag Team Championship, the Wyatt Six of Dexter Lumis and Joe Gacy versus Andrade and Rey Fenix versus DIY of Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa versus Fraxium of Axiom and Nathan Frazier versus Motor City Machine Guns.
Oh, for God's...
Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin versus the Street Profits, Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford.
You know what that tells me, Brian? That tells me that I can save 30 minutes right off the top of the bat.
Oh, come on.
SummerSlam Night 2. Oh,
there's only 6 matches. There's only 6 matches. You got to watch this. You have to.
There's 6 teams in the one match.
This is a big night for them. Everyone waits for your big multi-man SummerSlam match.
Well, he's only going to part the Red Sea 6 times. For heaven's sake. No. Ladders, tables, chairs, 12 guys, 6 teams, no DQ, lazy booking. I think not.
Well, we'll see how you feel the day of. Maybe you'll get into the spirit of it. For the WWE...
Yeah, I have a feeling I'll turn to Buddhism before I'll get in that spirit.
For the WWE Intercontinental Championship, the champion Dominic Mysterio versus AJ Styles.
This one should be a fun match, as the kids say. A fun match. They're both good workers. Dom has heat. AJ's a babyface. He will know how to foil him, and at the same time, he'll sell his ass off for him. And I think Dominic has to come out on top in some nefarious fashion, but I believe that he will probably emerge victorious.
Jim, in a no disqualification, no countout, last chance match for the WWE Women's Intercontinental Championship.
Oh, good Lord.
The champion Becky Lynch versus Lyra Valkyria. If Lynch wins, Valkyria can no longer challenge for the Intercontinental title as long as Lynch is champion.
I was about to say, how about as long as any of us are still alive? Becky Lynch has to win that because at some point sanity has to prevail. And young Lyric may be a fine girl and a friend of Becky's, but there's no charisma, there's no personality, I don't know how else to say it. And on a big show like that, Becky Lynch, the bigger star, needs to win, and hopefully I'll not be watching this match. I've saved an hour.
See, you can't do that. Now you're skipping 2 matches. There's only 6 matches.
Yeah. Good. That'll give me more time to digest the ones that actually mean a fuck.
Do you think Lyra will have special wings, like big wings, for the pay-per-view, for SummerSlam, outdoors?
The only way I would like her right now is if she had chicken wings.
Jim,
if she had chicken wings and plenty of ranch, I'd like her. Otherwise, no.
Jim, in a steel cage match for the United States Championship, the champion Solo Sikoa versus Jacob Fatu.
And this has got to be Jacob, does it not? And I wish I was more amped for it because it's Jacob Fatu, but we've talked about the matches with him and these other guys. It's family, it's similar styles, it's similar weakness, but they've all got some of the same weak points also, which become more glaring when they're both doing them. It's like, is this kind of like Flair and Buddy Landel, Battle of the Nature Boys? No, that drew money. I'm not looking forward to the match. I don't think they're a good matchup. I think they ought to have different opponents for each other instead of each other, because a lot of punch, kick, headbutt, and head palm shoot off, open hand punch. They don't play to their strengths. They do the same shit. I'm droning now.
Jim, in a triple threat match for the Women's World Championship, the champion Naomi versus Io Sky versus Rhea Ripley.
This I'll watch. Not only because Rhea's in it, but because it's an actual main event. Naomi has been a lot more interesting as a heel than she was beforehand, which was meh. And Io Sky's in the middle of something else I'd like to see two young women settle amongst themselves. And it's probably going to look like the, exchange student or, delinquent child that they've adopted from the reform school. Rhea Ripley has to win, does she not? Or potentially,
Naomi's just got the belt.
Well, that's true. They need to give Rhea something big soon, but it's too quick to take the belt off Naomi. But again, at least somebody will beat Io.
You know what that means? It means Io's going to win. Finally, Jim, a street fight for the undisputed WWE Championship. The champion John Cena versus Cody Rhodes.
All right, Brian, there is September, October, November. There are 4 months left in the year for them to do something else with John Cena than have him just retire as a heel. And we thought that would probably be what they do, is he'd run for most of the year and he'd switch back at the end. But then he said a lot of things. It would be hard to say, I was just pulling your fucking leg. But is it kind of got old already that he's the heel with the belt? Cody needs the daggum thing back from Cena. Or elsewise, I think it damages Cody after Cena's gone. So figuring that they're either going to do it here, or would they do a rematch after a street fight? Do they think they have some finish that can draw people back to see an even more severe stipulation? But Cody's got to be the one that beats Cena for this thing, or they've just shot everybody in the foot. Would you agree with that?
I don't know how helpful this year has been to Cody. It feels like he's the coldest he's been since he got in there. There have been issues with the Cena heel turn, the title run. When's Hell in a Cell?
Well, I guess whenever they want it to be.
There's no set month. It's not like a September thing or anything. It's just whenever they want.
I'm sure that, somebody out there who, pays more attention than I do might tell you, but I don't know.
Then you would have 4 months or so with Cena without the belt. What's he doing? He's a heel chasing for the belt, or he just turns back babyface? And how does that help anything if that happens? It kind of makes it Bobby Ewing,
Well, but is there some fashion in which somebody...
Where's The Rock?
Well, good Lord. I'm not sure we need to go through that whole thing again. But is there somebody that could potentially try to, and again, poor Seth Rollins, but can try to interject themselves in this thing and in some way switch Cena babyface to assist Cody? But I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do past they're making a drastic mistake. I'm not saying they have to do it at SummerSlam, but if Cody's not the one that beats Cena for the belt, then they've made a mistake.
Well, that is SummerSlam, night 2. A big 2-night extravaganza. SummerSlam 89 was at the Meadowlands in East Rutherford. This will be a lot longer, a lot bigger, and so much more than that.